Pope Francis is coming to the city tomorrow. We know that his first ever trip to New York. So the question is, what's the significance of the visit to the city's millions of Catholics, and how do young people in the city feel about it?
We are joined right now by Andrew Perez from Xavier High School and Danielle Sungroth from Notre Dame High School here in the city. You two are very lucky. We'll start out with you, Danielle. Has it sunk in? Have you been watching the coverage, and did you really realize what a monumentous event this is?
Yeah, I've been getting very excited the past couple of days that he's coming to the city. So it's just a very exciting event for everybody in the United States, and also New Yorkers especially, because he's going to be here tomorrow and Friday.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. Andrew, you nervous?
I am a bit nervous. I'm living in history right now.
Yeah.
The first Jesuit Latin American Pope coming to my home, New York City.
Andrew, let me ask you this, because you're big with social media, and the Pope is as well. Every tweet goes out to about 21 million people, and then it gets tweeted who knows how many times. You've been following his account. Talk about that, because a lot of young people were taking selfies today along the route as the Pope was going along. There were all sorts of hashtags, Pope in U.S. and Pope in D.C. Talk about what young people are doing to communicate him and his message and his visit here.
The young people are following on his Twitter, all 9 different accounts. And there's also a bunch of different things. There's Pope emojis even. There are plenty of things for the young Catholics to get involved. And he also addresses us directly in many of his speeches. And he wants his message absorbed by us.
And by the way, nine accounts, because he tweets in 9 different languages, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
All right, now you guys are going to actually have your Pope experience in different places. Danielle, let's start out with you. Where are you going to encounter the Pope?
So tomorrow afternoon, I am going to be seeing the Pope on the steps of St. Patrick's Cathedral.
Very awesome.
So,
do you think you're going to get a chance to get a blessing or
I hope
touch
so.
the vestment? Or yeah, good luck with that.
Now, have they told you anything? Have they told you what to
Can you bring a
expect?
camera
Or
even?
Well, I can bring a camera, but there are certain things that I can't bring, so I'm just going to make sure to travel light, not bring too much with me, and try to get a picture with the Pope.
And
Follow the rules.
And enjoy the moment. Andrew, how about you? Where are you going to see the Pope?
I am traveling tomorrow to Philadelphia for the World Meeting of Families to meet the Pope. And I'll also be listening to his speech on Independence Mall.
I'm curious, for both of you, what is the most important message that you've heard so far?
Well, the Pope is really in touch with a lot of today's issues that, as young people, we're very concerned with. So especially environmental issues, when he was talking with the president about climate change and how we need to stop climate change. We need to reverse some effects that we've done to the environment. That's a very important message for us.
And Andrew, what about you?
I think all of his messages are unique for a Pope. They're messages you wouldn't expect from the Pontiff. They sort of make people uncomfortable, but in the way that it challenges your views for the better.
You guys are great.
Yeah.
Really, I just got to say,
very
you got to break format for me. You're wonderful. I mean, just the way you're following issues, but really, you know, moment to moment, know what's going on, and are very aware of it, and excited to be living history.
Enjoy it, guys. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Danielle, Andrew, thank you. Let's talk about other stories, because there's a lot of other news going on today as well.
I do have some young folks on the set who thought they were going to talk about watching the Pope on TV today, but I'll ask some questions while we wait. Right now I'm talking to Peter Thomann and Emily Muga of Notre Dame High School and Xavier High Schools. Guys, is this an exciting moment for you?
Yes, it's an incredible moment for us, very historical too.
You guys watched him on TV today. Now you're going to watch him essentially step out into New York City momentarily. We were talking earlier in the breaks. You have a special connection with this Pope. It's kind of like a generation gap thing where he really speaks to you. Is that right?
Yes, that's very true. Because of his age, you would assume that it's hard to relate to him, but it's actually quite the opposite. Because of his simple message of love and forgiveness, it's extremely relate to someone that is actually 4 times my age.
Seems that everybody at every age seems to be cluing into this. It's great that it's so cross-generational. How about you, Amelia? How are you feeling?
His message is just so important that the age gap doesn't even matter. He talks about issues that are important to people of my generation, like the importance of service, caring for the poor, and just being your best self always.
Very nice. Do you perceive the Pope to be a Pope of the future, and maybe sort of a modern day, more modern day Pope than maybe your mom and dad's type of Pope sensibility?
Definitely. I would say that my parents would never expect a pope to be this outspoken about so many issues, and outspoken in terms of saying things that people didn't think he would say, saying things that people want to hear, and saying things that will make our world a better place because of the wonderful message that he's putting out.
Anything you were struck by today during his speech that really hit your hearts?
Yeah, he spoke about poverty, and we're all called to help out the poor and work together, and his message is just incredible.
You know, he's going to get to address that message with so many young folks, Catholic and non-Catholic alike. You guys are so charming. Thanks for coming in. Amelia Muga, Notre Dame High School. Peter Thomann, Xavier High School. Enjoy the Pope's visit and stick around. Who knows? Maybe we can talk to you in a little bit.
You are seeing the people here behind us again, people who have been lined up for such a long time. And as I was saying, things are tightening up because we're seeing a lot of law enforcement vehicles coming out here, Secret Service, snipers on the buildings out here waiting for the Pope's arrival. And there we have the kids, the school kids, the children who are out there ready to greet the Pope. There's one little girl who was in our studio yesterday, Danielle, who said, I don't know what I'm going to say if he comes up to greet me, but I'm very, very excited about it. And we're hearing that anticipation from Governor Cuomo to Senator Schumer.
Ladies,
John?
can I interrupt? Because I have some excited kids up here who recognize their friends that they're looking at.
Oh, very nice.
Amelia, this is your school. Tell us what it is and who we're looking at.
Yes, I go to Notre Dame School of Manhattan, and those are juniors in my grade. And we got 20 tickets to greet the Pope today, and so we're fortunate enough.
Shout somebody out. Who do you want to say hello to?
Hi, Lyra.
Shout out to Lyra.
And Shama.
Shama.
Well, they are watching, that's for sure.
Pretty exciting, guys. All right, if you watch the coverage of the Pope, there is definitely one thing you noticed in the crowds of people. Cell phones and iPads.
That's all you notice,
right?
right?
You notice, right?
All right, well, everybody bringing out the camera phone to try and capture an image of the Pope, and of course to post it to social media. But the question is it taking away from the whole experience? You have to wonder. PIX 11's Ayana Harry has more on that part of the story. Ayana, I thought about that yesterday along Fifth Avenue.
Well, you know, he's certainly a leader for the social media age. Pope Francis took his message of social justice to our city's streets, and New Yorkers, they were quick to Instagram, tweet, and share all of the memorable moments.
We love you. Holy Father, we love you. Pope pandemonium, the excitement, the screams, and even the selfies. Pope Francis arrived in the Big Apple to a rock star reception, and then tradition met technology. The Pontiff in the city became a social media sensation.
It's all over. It's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. It's been on Snapchat. It's been on Periscope. It's even been on Meerkat.
Talk about going viral. Twitter even rolled out special emojis with the trending hashtags Pope in NYC and Pope in US, which makes sense considering Francis is the first Pope with his own Twitter account. So far, he has over 7 million followers. A solid social media presence and some tech savvy helped boost his reputation as a Pope of the people.
He's almost the selfie Pope, if you really want to think about it. And this all started in Italy. He was very affable, very amenable, easy to get to know, and popular.
And as 80,000 faithful flocked to Central Park for a glimpse of the Catholic leader, it seemed almost everyone had a cell phone in their hand. They captured the moment on video or in a photo. The images were quickly shared on social media, including the moment when a rainbow appeared over the park. For City Catholic high school students like Sophia Chan and Christian Raslowsky, social media has helped them connect with Pope Francis during his visit to America, using a platform they know very well.
For him to take that step and go on Twitter and try and reach out to us in our way, not for us to reach out to him in his way, is again a remarkable thing for a pope, such a high religious figure, to be doing.
As teenagers, you know, we need somebody to look up to.
And as most people had cell phones in their hands, they said it didn't take away from the moment. It helped them document the moment. And as Francis wraps up his incredible tour of New York City, there's now a new hashtag that is trending, Pope in Philly. Reporting live in the newsroom, Ayana Harry, PIX 11 News.
All right, Ayana, thank you.
All right, stay with PIX 11 for complete coverage of the papal visit. We'll have more reports tomorrow as the Pope makes his way to Philly. PIX 11 will have all the elements of Francis's historic visit. Be sure to download our PIX 11 app. There you will find all the latest information. including a collection of all our reports on the Pope's stay right here in New York City.